Today we got an F95 X5 in the shop. We're gonna go ahead and replace the LED boards so these things would light up yellow instead of white. I'm gonna attempt to do it without taking the bumper off, and hopefully it's not too bad to a point that it's gonna get so annoying that the bumper do need to come off. So let's go ahead and take it to it real quick and then show you if that's doable or not. I'm gonna be replacing the LED boards so these things would light up yellow instead of white. I'm going to show you what it takes to get it done without having to take the whole bumper off, so stay tuned. I just kind of loosened all the 7 mils that need to come off. There's quite a bit in there. There's one in the bottom, a couple in the bottom, a couple of hidden ones in these openings, but you'll see them all once you start taking them off. But I just want to give you an idea on how many are there. So for this process, you do have to take half of the wheel well cover. It's only held by lots of 8mm, but like I said, you don't even have to really take the wheel off. Just kind of jack it up a little bit, and then you're gonna have a bracket that's held by 10mm. There's gonna be 2 bolts right there, and there's gonna be 2 bolts right behind here. So you'll see the locations right there, and what you're gonna be needing to access is that heat sink right there, and then this heat sink right here. Now this one's going to be held by T20 bolts, and you just need a small wrench to get it out. I already got that out, so I'm going to go ahead and wiggle this out, unplug the board, and then swap out the new one so it'll turn white. I just removed the first piece of the puzzle. As you can see, the board is pretty much just mounted there, and this is the heat sink. Here are the 2 plugs that you're going to remove. Make sure you don't tug on it like crazy. And then you're going to end up plugging it back in before you screw the heatsink back. That's the one that's going to be kind of a pain to reach. So we're going to try to figure out how to remove that one. You do need to remove or temporarily mount it just like this. It's going to have tabs like this. All you have to do is lift the center up. As you can see, just lift it up, and then the whole thing just pops off. And then to put it back, same deal. Push down. So I temporarily just have it held like that since I don't really need to remove the whole thing. But we do need to figure out how to remove these heat sink right here. So here's pretty much the dilemma. You just have to go little by little. As you can see, I have the smallest one I can find, but there will be in a 6 o'clock position, a 10 o'clock, and a number 2 position. So I'm going to keep doing this until it's fully off. So I'll let you know what that looks like. So pretty much I had to make a tool to take this one off. I just inserted the T20 into a close wrench, taped it up, and just get enough leverage to slowly turn it. I've been turning this thing for quite a while, but this is the only way at this point. And then once you get it pretty much loose, you can just take it up by hand. And that one's out. We still have this one, which is going to be a pain. As you can see, here's the tool. Just enough in there, so you just kind of have to turn it manually. It does take a little bit of time, but that's better than taking off the bumper. Finally got all the screws out, so now we just kind of have to remove it and then unplug the connectors, which should only be one connector right there. So I'm going to go ahead and wiggle it all out, and more than likely I should be able to get it from the bottom. The heatsink do have to come off from this angle, not from the top. So, and there's a chip. So we're going to go ahead and replace the chip to make it turn white or yellow. Sorry about that. So, and then apply the thermal paste in between. That way it will dissipate the heat to the heatsink. For this particular step, you will go ahead and take one of the chip. Make sure you wear a glove. Then we're going to pop this off, put the thermal paste, and pretty much install it in reverse. What I slightly did is just kind of remove a little bit of the excess mounting tab with a little bit of drill bit. You don't have to go all the way, and then it'll just pop off. Once you put the new one in, you're going to put the thermal paste that came with it in between, kind of like a computer CPU. Then pretty much, like I said, just install it in reverse. We're gonna do it on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off as well, and then prep both of them, so I'll do them both at the same time. Here's the thermal paste, a little bit applied. Now don't go too crazy applying so much of it. You just need just enough to get sandwiched in there, but not too much that it'll squeeze out like everywhere. Finally got the first one plugged in. It was kind of a pain. I had my hand in this side and then one from the under. Don't know if you can see it right there. So kind of maneuvering it, whatever you had to do. It's not really hard to plug it in. It's just an odd space to be working on. So, but either way, I got it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in reverse, install that, and just test it out real quick. I just got both of them pretty much mounted back to its location. Go ahead and test it real quick, and then put this bracket back and install the wheel well cover, and then we'll move on to the driver's side. This is pretty much what I had to do, just to kind of show you. Just slowly turning it. It's kind of a pain, but I have no way of getting an extension in there, so just kind of have to do what you have to do to get it done. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I pretty much got everything situated. I did get those two upper bolts or the upper screws removed. I already got the driver's side wheel well cover removed. Kind of the same concept. Just got to take that bracket off and then get the bottom screw out, and that would remove the inner heatsink part. And then this one is pretty much the same. So overall, it's not too bad. It's just, like I said, it's just a tight fit. It is time consuming, but it is doable. So I got everything done, everything put back together. Just to test it out, just press unlock, just to show you. Both sides. It definitely looks good with the white paint job. So I'm gonna wait till nighttime and do a quick video on that one. Alright, it's finally time to check it out, see what it looks like at nighttime. She is pretty damn bright. Kind of hard to see it a little bit, but there you go. I love the way it looks. That yellow do add quite a bit of touch to white.